The crack of a Nambu machine gun split the dawn air like breaking bamboo, and I pressed my face into the black mud of the Kokoda Track, feeling the sting of bark fragments as Japanese bullets chewed through the jungle around us. 23 years old, fresh out of Victoria's temperate farmlands, and I was about to die in this green hell on the other side of the world. My name is Don Simonson, Lieutenant, 39th Battalion, Australian Imperial Force. This is my account of what happened in those God-forsaken mountains of Papua in 1942, when a handful of Australian militiamen stood between the Japanese Empire and the Australian mainland. The 39th Battalion, what was left of it, had been rushed up from Australia after intelligence reports confirmed the worst. Japanese forces had landed at Gona and Buna on July 21st. We were militia, not regular army. Weekend warriors, the AIF boys called us. Chocolate soldiers who'd melt in the heat. But we were what Australia had, and we were all that stood between 15,000 Japanese troops and Port Moresby. Look at that track, muttered Private Ralph Honor, pointing to where a thin brown scar wound up into the jungle. The Kokoda Track, 96 kilometers of pure hell that connected Port Moresby to the north coast. Ancient native footpath, barely wide enough for single file, climbing up to 2 meters through some of the most hostile terrain on Earth. We moved into a country that we had never dreamt of before. It changed so much depending on the height of the mountain range through which we were traveling. Down in the valleys, the air was thick as soup, dripping with moisture that soaked through your uniform and never dried. The jungle pressed in from all sides, walls of green so dense you couldn't see 5 meters in any direction. Vines thick as ship's rope hung from trees that towered overhead like cathedral pillars, their canopies so thick that even at midday, the forest floor remained in perpetual twilight. But it was climbing that killed you. The track wasn't a track at all. It was a series of ridgelines connected by valleys so steep you needed both hands to haul yourself up the muddy slopes. Your pack felt like it gained 10 pounds every hour. Your boots, designed for European battlefields, became anchors of mud that threatened to pull you backward with every step. Wept, gasped Private Tom Derrick, one of our South Australian reinforcements, as we paused on a ridgeline near McDonald's Corner on July 26th. Sweat poured down his face despite the morning chill. How the hell are we supposed to fight in this? The answer came sooner than any of us expected. July 29, 1942, Kokoda Village. The sound reached us first, a deep, rhythmic thudding that seemed to come from the earth itself. Japanese artillery, somewhere beyond the next ridge. Then came the Stukas, Mitsubishi I-6M0s screaming down from the clouded sky, their 20mm cannons stitching lines of destruction through our forward positions. Lieutenant Colonel William Owen, our co, had positioned the 39th Speed Company at Kokoda Village to hold the airfield. Critical ground. Whoever controlled that strip controlled the only way to reinforce or resupply forces along the track. Owen was a good man, steady under fire, but he was dealing with impossible mathematics. 4 understrength platoons against an entire Japanese regiment. IWAs with C Company, positioned on the ridgeline south of the village when the attack came. Through my binoculars, I could see them, brown uniforms moving through the jungle like ghosts, appearing and disappearing in the green maze. The Japanese 144th Infantry Regiment, veterans of China and Malaya, advancing in perfect tactical formation despite terrain that would challenge a mountain goat. There, Bruce Kingsbury pointed to a cluster of movement near the tree line. 200 meters, moving left to right. I raised my Owen submachine gun, Australian made. 45 caliber, effective range of about 50 meters on a good day. The Japanese had Arisaw call rifles with twice the range and machine guns that could chew through our positions like a chainsaw through paper. But we had something they didn't expect. We knew this was our last stand. The first Japanese assault came at 0800 hours. They moved like water through the jungle, flowing around obstacles, reforming, pressing forward with mechanical precision. Their battle cry, Banzai Ten no Haika, echoed off the mountains as they charged our positions. Fire! Fire at will! Lieutenant Colonel Owen's voice carried across the battlefield as the 39th opened up. The crack of Lee-Enfield rifles mixed with the chatter of our few Bren light machine guns, but it sounded pathetically against the overwhelming Japanese response. A Nambu machine gun opened up from our left flank, its distinctive rapid-fire stutter sending bullets whining through the trees above our heads. I pressed myself against a fallen log, feeling splinters bite into my cheek as the Japanese gunner worked his fire across our line. Simo! Bruce Kingsbury appeared beside me, his face streaked with mud and cordite. They're flanking us on the right. Pull back to the secondary position. That's when I saw him, a Japanese soldier, maybe 30 meters away, working through the undergrowth with his Isurava rifle. Young face, determined eyes, moving with the careful precision of a veteran. He hadn't seen me yet. I lined up the Owen gun sight on his chest and squeezed the trigger. The gun bucked in my hands. The soldier spun and dropped without a sound. My first kill. In the movies, they always showed you feeling something: triumph, horror, regret. All I felt was the need to find the next target. The battle for Kokoda village lasted 6 hours. When it was over, the Japanese flag flew over the airfield, and what remained of B Company was streaming south down the track, carrying their wounded and leaving their dead behind. We'd lost the most important strategic position between Port Moresby and the north coast. But we'd also learned something. The Japanese could be stopped. They weren't superhuman. They bled like anyone else. August 1942. Deniki to Isurava. The retreat down the Kokoda Track became a nightmare of mud, blood, and exhaustion that lasted for weeks. We fought a dozen rearguard actions, each one designed to slow the Japanese advance while Australian reinforcements moved up from Port Moresby. But the mathematics remained brutal. For every Australian soldier on the track, there were 3 Japanese. The track itself became our enemy. Rain fell constantly, not the gentle rain of Victoria, but tropical downpours that turned the red clay path into a river of mud. Men slipped and fell, tumbling down mountainsides with their equipment scattered behind them. Stretcher cases became death sentences. It took 6 men to carry one wounded soldier up those slopes, and half the time, the wounded man died during the journey. We're not retreating, Lieutenant Colonel Owen told us during a brief halt near Deniki on August 8th. We're advancing in a different direction. He was trying to keep morale up, but we could all see the strain on his face. The 39th Battalion had started the campaign with 77 officers and 1,400 men. After 2 weeks of fighting, we were down to maybe 200 effectives. Disease was killing us faster than Japanese bullets. Dysentery struck almost everyone, bloody, debilitating cramps that left you weak as a child. Malaria followed close behind, bringing fever dreams and shaking fits that could drop a man in his tracks. Tropical ulcers ate through skin and muscle, turning minor scratches into suppurating wounds that wouldn't heal in the perpetual dampness. But the worst was the fungal infections. Your feet rotted inside your boots, the skin peeling away in gray sheets. Your rifle rusted despite constant cleaning. Your ammunition corroded. The jungle was digesting us alive. August 26, 1942. Isurava village. Reinforcements finally reached us, the 2/14th and 2/16th battalions of the 21st Brigade, AIF. Real soldiers, veterans of North Africa and Greece. They took one look at us militia boys, and I could see what they were thinking. These are the men who lost Kokoda. Lieutenant Colonel Arthur Key, commanding the 2/14th Battalion, was everything a soldier should be: calm under fire, tactically brilliant, with enough combat experience to know when to fight and when to withdraw. He established defensive positions around Isurava village, turning the place into a fortress of interlocking fields of fire. "Right, lads," Key addressed the combined force on August 26th. "This is where we make our stand. The Japanese are coming up that track with everything they've got. Our job is to stop them here, or they'll be in Port Moresby by next week." The Japanese didn't disappoint. On the morning of August 29th, they came at us with 3 full battalions, over 3,000 men supported by mountain artillery and airstrikes. The attack opened with a devastating bombardment from 75mm howitzers, shells screaming overhead to explode among our positions with earth-shaking violence. Then commenced infantry assault. Wave after wave of brown uniforms flowing up the track, advancing through their own artillery fire with the kind of disciplined courage that made your blood run cold. They moved in small groups, using every piece of cover, supporting each other with precise fire and movement that spoke of years of combat experience. "Here they come," someone shouted, and the ridge exploded with gunfire. I was positioned on the left flank with what remained of my platoon, 12 men, including Bruce Kingsbury and Ralph Honor. We had 1 Bren gun, 8 Lee-Enfield rifles, and my Owen submachine gun. Against us came at least a full Japanese company, maybe 150 men with machine guns and mortars. The first assault broke against our positions like a wave against rocks. The Japanese came within 20 meters of our foxholes before falling back, leaving their dead scattered across the muddy slope. But they regrouped quickly, and 15 minutes later, they came again. This time they flanked us. A Japanese section worked its way through the jungle on our left, appearing suddenly among the trees with their Ari-Saw rifles and Type 97 fragmentation grenades. One moment we were firing down the track at the main assault. The next, bullets were cracking past our ears from the opposite direction. Left flank! Left flank!" I shouted, swinging the Owen gun around to engage the new threat. Too late. A Japanese soldier with a katana sword was already among us, cutting down Private Johnson before anyone could react. That's when Bruce Kingsbury did something that still gives me chills to remember. He rose from his foxhole like an avenging angel, his Bren gun firing from the hip, walking straight into the Japanese position. Bullets were flying everywhere. You could hear them cracking through the air like angry wasps. But Bruce kept walking forward, the Bren gun chattering in his hands, cutting down Japanese soldiers with mechanical precision. "Come on, you bastards," he shouted over the gunfire. "Come and have a go." He cleared the entire Japanese section single-handed, 12 men, then turned and walked back to his position as calmly as if he were strolling through Melbourne on a Sunday afternoon. 5 minutes later, a Japanese sniper put a bullet through his head from 400 meters away. Bruce Kingsbury died instantly, slumping forward over his beloved Bren gun. They gave him the Victoria Cross for that charge. He was the first Australian to win it in the Pacific War, but he never knew. We buried him in a shallow grave beside the track, marked with nothing but a bent piece of corrugated iron and his name scratched into the metal with a bayonet point. The Battle of Isurava lasted 4 days. When it was over, the Japanese had taken the village, but they'd paid a terrible price, over 500 casualties against our 200. More importantly, we'd shown them that every mile down the track was going to cost them dearly. But we were still retreating. September 16, 1942, Isurava Ridge. 40 kilometers from Port Moresby. You could actually see the lights of the town from the ridgeline at night, glimmering through the jungle like fallen stars. The Japanese had pushed us back to within 1 day's march of Australia's last foothold in Papua. This was it, the end of the line. The Japanese 144th Infantry Regiment, now reinforced by elements of the 41st Infantry Regiment, had fought their way down the entire length of the Kokoda Track. They were as exhausted and disease-ravaged as we were, but they had one crucial advantage. They were winning. Colonel Yosuke Yokoyama, the Japanese commander, established his headquarters just 2 kilometers north of our positions. Intelligence reports suggested he was preparing for a final assault that would break through to Port Moresby and give Japan control of the entire island of New Guinea. But something had changed. Fresh Australian units were arriving daily, the 25th Brigade, the 16th Brigade, reinforcements from the militia battalions. More importantly, Allied air power was finally making itself felt. RAF Kittyhawks and American P-40s were flying constant missions against Japanese positions, bombing and strafing their supply lines back to the coast. On the morning of September 16th, I watched through binoculars as a formation of 12 P-40 Warhawks worked over Japanese positions on the reverse slope of the ridge. The planes came in low there, 50 caliber machine guns stitching lines of destruction through the jungle, followed by 500-pound bombs that sent geysers of mud and vegetation skyward. "About bloody time," muttered Private Honor, who'd somehow survived the entire retreat without a scratch. Where were these bastards when we needed them at Kokoda? The Japanese attack, when it came, was different from their previous assaults. More cautious. Probing. They'd learned to respect Australian defensive firepower, and they were taking casualties they could no longer afford. Instead of the massive frontal assaults that had characterized their earlier attacks, they tried to infiltrate our positions in small groups, looking for weak points in our line. We held. For 3 days, we held. Then, on September 19th, something extraordinary happened. Instead of attacking, the Japanese began to withdraw. September 26, 1942. Noro. The retreat had become a rout. Allied intelligence later revealed what had happened. The Japanese High Command, facing reversals at Guadalcanal and growing pressure from American forces across the Pacific, had ordered the cancellation of the Port Moresby offensive. The troops that had fought their way down the Kokoda Track were needed elsewhere. But we didn't know that at the time. All we knew was that for the first time in 2 months, we were advancing north instead of south. The Japanese withdrawal was as disciplined as their advance had been. They fought a series of delaying actions, destroying bridges and setting booby traps, but they were definitely pulling back toward the coast. Australian and American air power harassed them constantly, turning their retreat into a nightmare of strafing runs and bombing attacks. I was with the advance guard of the 2/16th Battalion when we recaptured Kokoda Village on November 2, 1942. The place was a ruin, buildings destroyed, the airfield cratered by bombs, Japanese equipment scattered everywhere. But the Australian flag flew over the village again, and that meant something. We found Japanese dead everywhere, many of them little more than skeletons wrapped in tattered uniforms. Disease and starvation had taken a terrible toll on them during their retreat. They'd started the campaign as magnificent soldiers. They ended it as scarecrows, walking ghosts who died on their feet rather than surrender. Near the airfield, I found a Japanese soldier's diary, written in careful English, September 30th. No food for 3 days. Many comrades sick with fever. The Australians attack us constantly from the air. I do not think I will see home again. Please tell my mother I did my duty to the Emperor. The diary ended there. We never found the soldier who wrote it November 1942 to January 1943. The North Coast. The final phase of the Kokoda campaign moved to the coastal beachheads where it had all begun. Gona, Buna, and Sanananda, 3 Japanese strongholds stated to be eliminated before Papua could be declared secure. By now, Australian forces had been reinforced by American troops, elements of the 32nd Infantry Division and the 41st Infantry Division. Fresh soldiers, well-equipped, eager for their first taste of combat against the Japanese. They got more than they bargained for. The Japanese had turned Gona and Buna into fortresses. Every bunker was a work of art, interlocking fields of fire, concealed machine gun positions, booby traps that could kill the unwary. The fighting was house to house, bunker to bunker, a bloody slog through coconut groves and swampland that made the mountain fighting look like a picnic. I was with the 39th Battalion, what was left of it, when we finally broke through the Japanese perimeter at Gona on December 9, 1942. The smell hit you first, rotting vegetation, cordite, and death. The Japanese had fought to the last man, literally. We found no prisoners, only bodies stacked like cordwood in the final defensive positions. The Americans had struggled at Buna, taking heavy casualties against an enemy that seemed to materialize from nowhere, fight with fanatical intensity, then disappear back into the jungle. They learned what we'd learned on the Kokoda Track. The Japanese were magnificent soldiers who would rather die than surrender. But they were also human. They could be killed, their positions could be overrun, their supply lines could be cut. It just took time, patience, and a willingness to pay the price in blood. Buna fell on January 2, 1943. Sanananda followed on January 22nd. The Kokoda campaign was officially over February 1943. Port Moresby. I sat in a tent behind the main hospital writing letters to the families of men who wouldn't be coming home. 26 letters. That's what remained of my original platoon. 26 letters to mothers and wives and sweethearts who would never see their boys again. The statistics were staggering. The 39th Battalion had suffered 90% casualties over the 6 months of the campaign. The 2/14th Battalion, which had arrived in August with 800 men, departed in January with 21. Disease had been as deadly as Japanese bullets for every man killed in action. 3 more had been evacuated with malaria, dysentery, or tropical infections that would plague them for years. But we'd won. Against impossible odds, facing an enemy that had conquered half of Asia, a handful of Australian militiamen and AIF veterans had stopped the Japanese advance and driven them back to the sea. Papua was secure. The threat to mainland Australia had been eliminated. The price had been paid in more than blood. None of us who walked the Kokoda Track came back unchanged. The jungle had marked us, physically and mentally, in ways that would never fully heal. We'd seen things that civilized men shouldn't have to see, done things that would haunt our dreams for decades to come. But we'd also discovered something about ourselves. When everything was stripped away, when it was just you and your rifle and man beside you, we'd found a strength we never knew we possessed. We'd learned that ordinary men could do extraordinary things when their backs were against the wall. Bruce Kingsbury never lived to see the victory, but his spirit was there in every advance, every recaptured village, every Japanese position overrun by Australian soldiers who remembered his charge at Isurava. They named a barracks after him in Melbourne. It's not enough, but it's something. The Kokoda Track still exists, of course. It's a tourist destination now, a place where people come to test themselves against the same mountains and jungle that nearly killed us 75 years ago. They call it a pilgrimage, a chance to walk in the footsteps of heroes. I wish they could have met the real heroes. Not the bronze statues and marble memorials, but the scared, sick, exhausted boys who climbed those ridges with dysentery and malaria, who fought with bolt-action rifles against machine guns, who buried their mates in shallow graves and kept walking north because someone had to, and they were all Australia had. The jungle keeps its secrets, they say, but some secrets are too important to keep buried. We were there. We fought. We held the line when it mattered most. That's our legacy. That's what we bought with our blood and mud and sleepless nights in the green hell of the Owen Stanley Range. It was enough.